Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to day 10 of our, and, and the greatest of these is Love 21-day journaling journey to encounter the love that is God, this extravagant love of God, so that we can fulfill Jesus' commandment to us to love as he loves us, which is extravagantly. This is the 21 days where we are encountering that love. We are stepping into what Paul prayed for the church in Ephesians 3, that we would be able to comprehend with all the saints what is the width and length and depth and breadth or height of the love of God, to know this love that is incomprehensible, that we would be filled with the fullness of God. And since God is love, we're being filled with that love so that as we encounter it, we become conduits of it. So today we're going back to my favorite, one of my favorite books in the Old Testament, and that is the Song of Solomon. I shared with you the other day. And when I first tried to read it, I was just like in shock. Like, is this saying what I think it's saying? And then as I began to see this as an allegory between Jesus, who's the bridegroom, and the church or the individual as the bride, it really began to change how I um, interact with God and how I see his love and respond to it. So today we're going to take a look at um, a phrase. We're going to look at two verses from the Song of Solomon, or the Song of Songs, chapter 4. I'm reading verses 9 and 10. And because this is not a teaching session per se, I know you may have some questions, especially if you've not read the song or really studied the Song of Solomon before. Just hang with me. Just hang with me. So I'm reading Song of Solomon, chapter 4, verses 9 and 10, and it says, You have ravished my heart, my sister, my spouse. You have ravished my heart with one look of your eyes, with one link of your necklace. How fair is your love, my sister, my spouse. How much better than wine is your love, and the scent of your perfumes than all spices. Now, again, there's a whole lot to unpack in those couple of verses, but we're focusing on one phrase: You have ravished my heart. This is the bridegroom speaking, and he's saying, as he looks at his bride, as his spouse, when I look at you, everything in me just wants to explode. You have ravished my heart. And he says it twice, just looking at you. So, what does it mean to ravish? The word ravish means to fill with strong emotion, especially joy. I'm going to say that one more time. The bridegroom is saying, You have ravished my heart. And ravish means to fill with strong emotion, especially joy. You, my friend, my brother, my sister, bring Jesus joy. It means to captivate, to delight, to enthrall, to enrapture. We scarcely think that we have that effect on God, but he wants you to know you captivate his heart. We captivate. And I want to say this so that you get it individually, that you, personally, you, looking at me right now, I'm looking at you individually. You by yourself bring God delight. You captivate his heart. When he looks at you, he is filled with joy. Listen to what he is saying to us today. Mine is a heart, my child, that burns with longing for you. Mine is a heart that is zealous for you. My heart beams with delight in loving you and swells with joy when you return that love to me. My heart boils with an everlasting love that does not cool in its intensity. It does not lessen. It is not lessened by anything that you do. You so often think of your desire to possess me and to be in my presence, but can't you see that my love for you is so fervent that I long to possess all that you are and to be possessed by you? I long to be with you even more than you long to be with me. I am passionate about my relationship with you. You have ravished my heart. My heart is so abounding with love for you. I am continually seeking to draw you back into that place of holy integration, holy oneness with me. I continue to draw and call you unto myself. My child, I have prepared a place for you inside my heart, and it is a place that only you can occupy. My heart, my heart yearns for you to come and reside there. And I want to take a pause right here. It is important that once we have entered into that place in Him, that we understand it as our dwelling place, not a place where we visit. He who dwells, he who dwells, he who dwells, we put down roots. So God is calling you to come and dwell inside His heart. My love, he says, is unlike any you have ever experienced or ever will experience in all your searching. It is the same love that I have for my only begotten Son, Jesus. And you can read that in John 17:23. As you continue on this journey, know that it is a return to love. It is a return to my heart, the place where my Son dwells. That is the place I call you to dwell as well. And again, dwelling means to put down roots. It's not visiting. He doesn't want us to visit him. He wants us to dwell in him. It is a return to my glory. It is a familiar place, for it is the place where you began. All I have done in sending my Son is to be the atoning sacrifice for you, for your sin, was to bring you back to this place. I call you now to come and reside and know my heart, live from my love, the love that I am for you. I will never tire of telling you how much I love you. I know sometimes because of the lies that so often surround you, it is difficult to embrace this love that I am. But I will move heaven and earth in order for you to fully grasp the height, the breadth, the width, the depth of my love for you. You have ravished my heart. I want you to just stop and really take all of that in. This God who spoke the world into existence, the omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent God who's all power in his hand, says you have ravished his heart, and that his love for you is eternal and unconditional and unstoppable. And he's inviting you in to encounter every dimension of that love. When you stop and think about that, how do you respond? How do you respond to such love? Can you say that he has ravished your heart as well? And what does that look like in real time? Those are the things I want you to think about as you are journaling, as you are spending time with God today. Has he truly ravished your heart? Do you find your desire? Are you captivated by him? And knowing the depth of his love for you, the magnitude of his love for you, how do you respond to that love? I hope that you've been blessed. If you've heard something that really spoke to your spirit, comment, like, share, regardless of what platform you're on. If you're watching on YouTube, I ask that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, so whenever we go live or post a new video, that you'll be notified to watch. Remember, God loves you with an everlasting love. And if you ever have this sense throughout this day that you are unloved, just remind yourself, God is delighted in me. I have ravished his heart. I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed one.